What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Just Parenthings. Today, we are going to discuss a topic that is given from a viewer. Her name is Alia Su. And what she wants us to discuss, or want them to discuss, is basically the motivations or how to handle more than one child. Let's start with KK first. What motivated you to have a second child?
It's a very bimbo reason, but I wanted a girl lah. I didn't get it the first time, so I have to do it the second time.
But in the previous episode, you said you planned it.
I planned it, yeah. That's why I planned for a girl second time.
Yeah, dude.
The first one, I didn't plan for a boy. Yeah.
Oh. So you planned for a girl, but I didn't get a girl.
I didn't plan for a girl. I just planned to get pregnant.
Oh.
So I did it on the ovulation day. Yeah.
Okay, no, but having a second child, I would assume that you will need to have a talk with your partner. And your partner will probably discuss a few things.
Correct.
Right? I will assume also is lowest hanging fruit is financial stability.
Yeah.
And then how much space is in your house. Then your time and everything.
Brent did not want to have a second child so soon. He wanted to save more money first. But because of my age, I felt that I wanted to have a child as healthy and as young as I could. So I didn't want to wait. So we had this discussion.
How was that discussion though?
Come on, baby. Okay.
No, the Chinese version.
Oh, different. No, Malay version.
I said, let's try now. Then he's like, let's wait. Yeah, let's wait until we move out, pay for our house, blah, blah, blah.
No, but the plan was always to have two lah.
He wanted to also.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's just a matter of when. And then he wanted us to be more stable and everything like at that time. It was still COVID, what? Yeah. So, but I gave him the reason, and because everyone around me was like IVFing, and that not only is it expensive, and then they have like issues like the NIPT never pass. Yeah, so I didn't want to be subject to that if I could help it. Yeah, imagine if I waited a few years and then there was something like an issue or I couldn't have, I would definitely regret. So it was a race against time for me.
I don't know, like if let's say I am married and I already have a first child and my wife says, I want to have a second one. The first thing I'll talk is financial, right? Now I'll look at my bank now and be like, how much do we actually need?
There was an article, right, that said to have one kid until the age of 21,
You need, don't know,
250k.
I thought it was 1 million.
250k lah 1 year. Okay, this article was long ago.
Yeah.
When I remember this article. So 2 kids, you need 500k.
That's a lot of money.
Get there, yeah. And this is without their like iPhone, iPad,
Miscellaneous items.
This is just
yeah.
living at the bare minimum lah, like school.
Not really, actually.
I don't think it's bare minimum, but like average.
Comfortable?
Yeah.
Comfortable?
250k per child. I don't know how they how they calculated.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
We could be rich.
Yeah.
But we choose to have 3 kids.
That's why.
Come on, let's plan something and get rid of them.
750k. Your $800 at epidural not really worth it.
What about you, Esther? You had, the first one wasn't planned. Everybody knows that. What
You
motivated?
didn't know.
What did I not know?
What do we not know?
Oh,
yeah, actually, she mentioned that.
right.
I love kids and I always wanted to have like more kids. I think 3 was always my ideal. So I didn't mind having like another.
But was it Shane's though?
What do you mean?
No, was it Shane's dream to have 3 kids? No, was that Shane?
Please, your sentence. Was it Shane's though? Like,
I can see how that it's confusing.
I can see how that pause will get us more.
Yeah.
Was it shades though?
Was it also Shane's dream or plan to have 3 kids?
He actually wants like 4 or 5 kids.
You never see that combo. She always posts.
Yeah.
One more? One more?
Really?
Yeah, she's always asking.
And because we have 3 girls, he keeps like he wants a boy. Yeah.
But would you go for it though?
No.
That's what she says.
That's what she says. No.
When she see her nipple big again.
Then she will text us, girl.
It's a bit big and dark today.
Girls is enlarged. That's all you need to ask. And
It's
we know.
growing. Yeah, so actually, now that you guys have experienced it, what would be a comfortable buffer if someone want to have a second child?
I wanted to ask that also. Yeah,
I
if
think
let's
2
say
years.
you're
For
thinking-
me, it's 2 years.
I think minimum 2 years. Mine 18 months apart. I feel they are too close, and my son still doesn't. They're still fighting for attention. Both of them, because he hasn't grasped the concept of this. My younger sister, I have to give in to her. I have to sayang her. I think it would be better if I had time that maybe they are like 2, 3, maybe even 4 years apart, so that he can like sayang her more.
I think to me, it's 4 years. 4 years is perfect.
Why?
Like, cause your elders already like
Understand.
Yeah, understand, and then like pretty much independent, can go and like do their own things, go and play themselves. Don't really need that much of your attention.
Too wide a gap, right? They will have very vastly different interests because they are just different phases.
And it's actually very hard. Like,
Yeah.
because I have 3 and like my first and my last 9 years gap also. And it's quite hard when you bring them out because their interest is totally
Correct,
different,
correct.
of course. I have a toddler and then the other one is a teenager.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult. Like when we go for holidays, right? If we go to a theme park, then my toddler would enjoy himself. My son would be, oh my gosh, I'm so bored. You know, so it's very difficult. You have to plan things that will make them both,
yeah.
happy. You see? Yeah. So it can get really challenging sometimes, especially if the gap is quite big. So that's why my first and my second only 2 years apart.
Then
But
they play a lot together, right?
yeah, they're best friends. Like they're so close. Like, I think that will be happening for your children. So I think they'll be very, very
Yeah,
close
yeah,
when they
yeah,
grow up. Yeah. So now they are 14 and 12. They tell each other everything, one girl and one boy. But my second pregnancy wasn't planned though. It was an accident. I cried so badly when I saw the pregnancy test kit because I still fat and like I haven't lost the baby weight. Like, oh my god.
Which is better, what? No, man?
Yeah, for me it was like I didn't even bother losing weight. Like one shot I will lose at the end of
Yeah,
it. For
right?
what
Actually, yeah.
For what I
It's
go for
easier.
the steroid jabs lah, what lah. Just at
Actually,
the end.
after that, when I got pregnant and I gave birth to my second child, I realized that it's actually easier to like lose all the weight at one go.
Why you want
Yeah.
to like go through it 3 times?
Yeah, actually,
right?
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. And I was really glad that I got pregnant. I gave birth exactly 2 years away, apart from my first child because somehow, right, your eldest child will be so independent, like just like that. After you give birth to your second baby, he will somehow learn to just understand that, oh, that's my younger sister, you know. I got to be more independent and play by myself and all that because mommy got to take care of baby. Yeah, I think it's a nice gap. It's a nice gap.
Probably. I always cannot imagine having like 2 under 2 or like 2 years age gap.
Wait. But I need to tell you, the sibling discount when they are both in preschool is $150. Is very significant. You know? 150 times 12, how much, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they need to be both in school together for you to enjoy this discount. If not, you pay full price when one is in and the other one is out already.
Oh.
So that matters a lot. That's why that day I was saying something like you need to have 3 kids all in preschool at the same time, then maximum savings.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why, like, for primary school, like, I have 2 elder brothers. All of us went to the same primary school.
That's because
Primary school doesn't matter.
Primary school doesn't matter.
Primary school is
Oh.
like
I think it's
$12.
preschool, right?
Yeah, preschool is the expensive one.
Yeah.
So the
okay, I
discount
don't know whether I
matters.
went to preschool.
and
Primary
primary
school
school
doesn't
also
matter.
because like you like the sibling what's that if one sibling is in that school
Face
already,
something.
yeah, then the other sibling automatically goes to
That's how we are getting into their primary school.
Oh.
Yeah, so I get one kid in, the other kid confirm can go in.
No, but I agree with you. I feel like 3 to 4 years would, if let's say I do have a child and want a second one, I will choose 3 to 4 years also. Because the first year of parenthood, I feel is where you learn the most.
Yeah.
Right? And then you kind of understand the financials that you need to go through, the time that you need, so on and so forth. And then the second year, I feel is when you start to recuperate the amount that you lost. Right? And then you're like, in your head, like, okay, the first year I spend this much. Second year, I can expect to spend this much. I feel like after the third and fourth year,
It's
you
the
kind
same
of...
what? 1 year
Really, ah?
and 2 year, no difference, right? And they still drink the same milk.
Yeah, actually it's
No,
the
no
same.
difference. They haven't go to school yet.
Yeah, so I mean, so these kind of things, right? I feel like you guys know because you guys already went through
Yeah.
it. So I would feel like first year of the baby, they need different things. Second year of the baby, they need different things. Third year of the baby, they need different things.
No
So
lah.
I think
there's only a difference when they start going to school, right? When they start going to
18 months
preschool.
onwards or 2 years old onwards. Then the financials is suddenly very heavy. Before that, it's just milk powder, nothing
Or
else.
breast milk lah, free.
Yeah.
Yes.
then
Save
your
so much
Irula
money.
too big. Oh, big. 3 years, yeah, big.
But for saving money, milk powder is not cheap,
Yeah,
nowadays.
it's so expensive.
Every time we buy from all the Shopee, Lazada, it's like 4 digits, like 1K plus their milk. Every single time we buy.
Yeah, so that's why I say 3 years is like, okay. 3 years, so many things can happen. And yes, I feel like having your child older, 3 years older, would be nice so then they can understand
Correct.
that this is the younger one. Yeah.
Do you sometimes imagine what your life would be if you only had one kid? Like now you are like semi-retired, no? You can be semi-retired if you just had that one child.
No, I don't think I'll be. I
Can buy
cannot.
another house.
I cannot imagine my son not having his
Siblings.
sister. Yeah, because they're really close.
Actually, last time when I first got pregnant, I told myself I never want another kid. But then now I see it, and then I see like most mummies, they have two. Like that time I went for a retreat last weekend, right? And I saw like they have each other. And then it reminded me and my brother, we have each other. Until today, like me and my brother, we tell each other everything. So like and then I talked to one of my friends and she's like an only child. And she said like based off her own experience, right? She wished she wasn't. Like it's very lonely. She said.
Brian also
Lonely.
says that. Brian is a
lonely
single
one.
child. And
Yeah.
single children are very selfish. They have this single child syndrome, cannot share cannot blah, blah, blah. Because they
Like
never
the
had
world
to.
revolves around them.
And one of my girlfriends shared this very interesting thing that I never thought about. She said the reason for her having a second kid is because when they themselves get old and the child needs to take care of them, the burden is shared. And it's not so
Right, right,
stressful
right.
for one child. And that, when I heard
Oh
it, I
my
was
gosh,
like,
it's
oh my God,
true,
yeah.
yeah.
Can you imagine if you only had your son and then the whole financial and the emotional stress is on him? At least when you have kids, they can take turns to
Yep.
visit in the hospital, take turns
it's
to bring you.
Wow, that really.
That is
But
true. That is so
but
true.
that is
What else?
also if like both your kids are filial.
I mean,
At some point, they have to be. Yeah.
all
like, there's
things
some
being
kids
equal.
who don't
Yeah, if
like.
you have one child, imagine the
Oh my goodness,
the burden on him will be so jialat.
That's true because my friend is going through that right now. Like, dad is sick and everything.
Yeah.
Then she's alone.
Yeah.
Then she
And
will
how
have
you
to
can take
handle
leave
everything.
if you work 9 to 5? How can one person take leave and keep going?
Yeah.
At least you can
Yeah.
take turns to do that.
And after a while,
you
it
have
sounds like
someone
an
to talk
excuse.
to
Yeah,
also.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I also read up on single child syndrome because I always read up on middle child syndrome. I don't know why,
Okay.
but
Who's your middle child? Is it?
no, I'm last. Actually, no, I'm second last from the same father.
Okay.
Same mother, I mean.
That was a bit dark, but okay.
Yeah, no, but after I experience friends who are single child, they really have very similar traits. For example, I wouldn't want to say they are selfish, but they cannot comprehend
Sharing.
sharing.
Compromise. They cannot comprehend compromise because they never had to. I don't blame them because they've
Yeah.
been brought up this way.
Yeah, and that if let's say I do have to plan to have a second child, that would be the main reason. Because I feel like I experienced siblings, right? And when you experience life with siblings, it's so different because the aspects of sharing, the aspects of learning changes entirely.
Correct.
Your older siblings will go through everything first, right? And then you get to learn from the mistakes, right? So if let's say I do have a second child, if my first child fucks up so bad, I will make sure that I will scold him or her in front of the second child to know
This
that
is what's going to
wrong.
happen if you.
Yeah, but all
Yeah.
children are different lah.
Yeah.
All children are different.
And I wrote down some points of a single child syndrome. Loneliness. Okay, that one you
Loneliness.
Yeah.
lonely.
It's real.
And your parents' expectations will be on you.
Yeah.
You fail
Oh my
the test,
gosh.
right? Wow, it's like all jialat. But then if your brother does worse than you, okay, not that bad. You have someone to kind of scolding also.
On the flip side, like loneliness, a lot of them are also because they are so used to being alone that they also get very comfortable being alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, I feel like being alone is fine.
But being lonely is not.
Yeah, it's being lonely. It's not. I think being lonely, especially right. Okay, when I was younger and when I fuck up, I had, in a way, higher management before I reached my parents. You know,
Yeah.
right? So when I fuck up and I know that I fucked up,
Yeah.
and my teacher asked me to call my parents, no, I will put my brother's number. And this kind of layers damn important. And my brother was of enough age to act as my guardian. So he will pick up and pretend to be my father.
Oh my goodness.
He damn say this is my eldest brother lah.
Nice.
Yeah, so he pretend to be my father, and then like, I guess that's how me and my eldest brother were close last time, because we were the naughty ones. The middle one was the
Chalat lah.
no.
The angelic one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, angelic one. Like never fuck up.
A second child?
Yeah, never
Wow,
smoke.
that's rare. I always hear the second child is always a problem.
Yeah, never kena.
No,
okay,
yeah,
my
I think
brother
first
and me, my first brother and me will get the public canings, will get the detentions and everything. But Fai, the second one, nothing at all. Nothing at all. And so when I fuck up, I wouldn't call Fai. I will call my eldest brother, because he went through this shit and then he will know, then he will pretend to be my father. Yeah. Until my parents got divorced, and then I'm not close to my eldest brother anymore. And then that's when Fai started filling up the role of my first brother. So when I fuck up, then I will call Fai.
He covers up for you as well?
He covers. When I was in secondary school, right? I didn't go to school for almost a year. And I was still in school.
How?
They just...
Fai go there and take attendance for you.
No, so because both my parents were divorced. I wasn't living with my mom. My dad went overseas. So the house only has me and Fai. Right? So Fai was my guardian. So when I didn't go to school, they already knew my house situation. It was so bad already. Like, I had no man in the house. So only my brother could take care of me. So when I fuck up, in their heads, it's like he's probably going through something at home. Or the brother is not taking care of him properly. But actually we were okay.
Oh my goodness.
We were okay. Like, we were...
Just don't want to go
whole
school.
year.
I just
not
don't want to
going
go
to
school. Yeah. So then if my teacher called, then Fai will pick up. Oh, yeah. Like something something happened. He don't want to go school. I think he should stay at home.
Yeah.
No, I say I will go like 1 week I can don't go. Then the next week I go 1-2 days. Yeah, intermittent. So we've come to the end of part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 as we discuss more on this topic.